We're coming in 5, 4, 3.
What up? Fantasy football hustler back at ya.
Nelson Tynes here. Bogard ain't watching shit.
I was supposed to do something, wasn't I? Hey, I got this bright ass sun in my face and I'm on the stream. I'm focused. I was really just waiting on the countdown because my form was. Did you see the form?
No, I saw 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in black and white.
No, but I'm just saying. Oh, you had a countdown. Actually, I missed that.
Yeah, we missed. That's why you were blocked.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek in the house. What up, Derek?
Awesome. What's up, Derek?
Big day.
Derek came in at the right part because we are starting Act 3, silver screen breakdown of the league season 2, and we saved episode 12 and 13 for Act 3 because this is where
I'm really upset here. They're taking away my countdown. You're supposed to want to do the action.
You're supposed to do it while it's in the background.
I know, but like
we can still hear you.
I'm no match for that countdown.
The thunder is gone.
You're supposed to be the audio of that countdown.
I know, but I'm just, you know what? I should have watched it because I would have timed it better.
So, episode 12 and 13. These are the episodes where they get into the fantasy playoffs. Oh, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And so, episode 12, it starts off with Kevin and Jenny. They're posting a digital Christmas card to everybody. And it is from our family to yours, from the first fantasy family. And because they're both in the playoffs, their family is what they say. We're so fortunate, because we have 2 teams in the fantasy playoffs.
It's really fucking pretentious if you ask me. The first fantasy family? Listen, if I was in that league, I swear to God, I'm immediately trying to fuck bitches. I'm gonna get the next fantasy family. I'm the first fantasy family. Fuck that. You gotta put yourself in the mindset of being in this league. You know how much that's gonna rub everyone the wrong way?
Because pretty much the way that it is, at least the way that they're portraying it, is women hate fantasy football. Jenny's like a unicorn, like 1 in a million. But other than that, stripper, like she was one of the other unicorns. But
shout out to my guy Eastside Eric. Remember, I told you his wife was one of my fantasy rivals for years.
Yeah.
He was one of the baddest motherfuckers ever. And you know what's tight is my man Eastside Eric is finally joining the wonderful world of Superflex. He's actually replacing you. Because every year I try to get him in this thing, and we normally would draft the day before kickoff. It never matches up because that was the old music studio league I used to do with them.
Right.
And yeah, but it's Saturday this time. I was like, you in this thing? Like, all right, I'm in this year. I was like, yes.
There we go. Now we're episode 12. After, they do their little intro, they show up at the school. And now they're at Ellie's school. And so this is Kevin and Jenny's daughter, and they're singing a little carol or whatever, getting ready for the Christmas season.
Right.
And Pete's there, and Pete's trying to bang the teacher, is what we find
Of course.
out. And he was like, hey, what better time, to, be the best godfather I could be and be involved in Ellie's life. And
what a sleaze. I love it. So
as him and the teacher are talking, they're going to go get drinks after. And she was like, can I speak to you two for a second, Kevin and Jenny? And it's so funny because like now we see how much their parenting.
It affects the kids though.
Yeah, how much the parenting corrupts the kid. You say affects. I say corrupts.
I like it. We're going with it.
So the first thing
she was like a tricycle.
She was like, everybody had to draw a picture of whoever their hero was. And so the hero that she chose was the Flex, Cadillac Williams.
Let's go.
They were very proud of her at that moment. And then she said, and then we have another problem where at lunch, kids will trade, some of their different food items and things like that. And they said, but Ellie is working these elaborate three people trades and kind of working more like a bookie,
Yes. Oh, that shit's funny.
And then, so they're happy about that. I mean, they're looking at each other and laughing about that. But then, oh man, then they find out that Ellie has got a little foul mouth on her. She told told a kid to take a ride on her suck stick.
See, it's PG, but man, I mean, because that's the thing about talking dirty and PG. Philip Rivers doesn't do it the best, right?
Yeah.
It's really about finding the different words. Like I could say the Hoover Dam cock, and I might be talking about a Hoover Dam rooster. I know. It's the wonderful ways of getting these things off, and that's really inappropriate.
And it wasn't anything sexual. I mean, it was more, we find out later it was Jenny who was talking shit, saying, I'm gonna sodomize you and make you suck on my suck stick. And
word?
Yeah, it was Jenny who was the dirty foul mouth out of all of them. And so right then and there, they brought her home and they had to tell her about the elf on the shelf. So they have to explain the elf on the shelf and how this guy's going to be watching you, Kegel the elf, and how anything that you say, Kegel the elf.
Yeah, you know what a Kegel is, right?
Yeah, it's part of the story. There's multiple.
It's a vagina exercise for those that don't know, where you tighten the vagina. And they encourage women after having babies to do these Kegel exercises. And
men can do them too.
Hey, listen,
I do them.
There's nothing like intercourse when they're hitting them Kegels. Hit that Kegel, baby. Hit that Kegel.
And that is a part.
Well,
that is one of the storylines of this episode. Is the teacher? She just had a kid like a year ago, and she's working with one of the vaginal reproductive doctors. Is what they call
I'm gonna tell you this much. I promise you, ladies out there, if you have children and you don't work on your Kegels, every time you sneeze, you're gonna pee a little bit.
That is so true. You're right on the money, Bogey.
Listen, I'm one of the sharpest tools in the shed, bro. It's not even just the mushrooms. I ain't gonna lie. Mushroom gummies, that is.
Maybe you're the sharpest tool in the shed too.
I'm not, but see, at the same time, I'm the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm a couple cards short of a full deck. Right?
It's a couple sandwiches short of a picnic basket.
There you go. Thank you. A couple of pills short of a full medicine cabinet.
A couple plates short of a buffet.
There it is. Look at that. Give him a ding. Oh, where's my bicycle?
So it is crazy how Ellie she's a mad shit talker. It's hilarious. So they talked to her about Kegel the elf, and she was like, and they were like, yeah, so now there's no talking dirty anymore. He's gonna report it to Santa. And she was like, man, that's bullshit. Oh man. And she was mad shit. And then they told her to get out of there, go clean your room. And she was like, stop breaking my balls.
Who the hell from the moms?
Who the hell teaches her to talk like this?
I'm just saying though, because Kev is hella proper though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He's like a squeaky clean dad when around the kid type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he is flabbergasted for real.
And Kevin, it's so funny. He was like, I knew we were gonna have a dick kid. I knew it.
It's like, why? Because he thought two positives make a negative, but he didn't realize this actually runs in the family. His wife.
And so then we get to the actual matchups. And so it is Pete versus Ruxin. And who the hell is in it? It's Ruxin versus Kevin and Jenny versus Pete. That's who it is. And so Jenny ends up winning, eliminating Pete. And then Ruxin ends up winning, eliminating Kevin. And Kevin is so pissed because it came down to a field goal.
I hate kickers.
It came down to a missed field goal. And Ruxin's like outside their house praying, please let him miss this field goal. Please let him miss this field goal. And then he hears Kevin say, fuck. And Kevin is fucking pissed.
I hate kickers. I hate kickers, but in my coveted home league that we're not doing anymore this year, because fuck them. It would have been year 9 and a half to them. And I was going, it's the first time I made it to the Super Bowl. This is after 3 years of being in this league. He's season 4. I'm in the Super Bowl. And I pick up Robbie Gold. And I'm at that game. And I am rooting for them so hard to not score a touchdown that even my girl and everybody who's with us is getting hella hot at me. And I said, we're gonna beat them. We need a field goal. And I swear to God, Robbie Gold put up 20 plus for me, kicked me into the Super Bowl where I went on to win eventually. But there was a guy, he comes out of nowhere, he says, I needed Robbie Gold too, bro. And he was wearing a Tennessee Titans jersey, and we were just hugging, bro. Yes.
I hate kickers. I feel
Fuck
like
kickers.
Kevin was so
Why do you
pissed.
hate kickers so much? Why do you hate them, man?
Because it's so okay. Listen, okay. Let me just explain it in real quick. When it comes to fantasy, we try to eliminate all the luck factor, only skill, only sharps, only sharks. And when you have a kicker, that's why you have Ruxin outside fucking praying to Fantasy Jeebus. Please, Fantasy Jeebus, because they're so fucking one-off. You know what I mean? Like, you could have a kicker be projected for 7 points, which would be 3, maybe 2 extra points, 3 extra points in the field goal, maybe, I don't know, 6 points. But if you fucking say you need 5 points, and he's about to kick a 50-yarder, oh my God, that's a prayer. Because not your average can just have a 50-yard boot on deck. It's never a give me. You know what I mean?
Kevin is
so
pissed.
lucky. Fuck kickers.
Kevin is so pissed. He comes outside. Fuck you, Ruxin. Fuck this league. Fuck all you guys. I do so much for this league. Fuck you. He looks at Taco and fuck you, Taco. Fuck you, Taco.
He had to. It's really about Taco, huh?
And then he even sees his daughter, Ellie. There's no Easter Bunny. There's no Santa Claus.
Mama, no.
He ruined it. He was so pissed. There's nothing anymore. There's no Easter Bunny. There's no Santa Claus. Christmas isn't real.
I gotta say it, bro. You know what it was too, right? It was an attack off his little pecker, bro.
Yeah.
And his little fantasy pecker, which is a little fantasy manhood, which is manhood in life. Because now his woman is going to the big show.
I mean, that brings us to episode 13, and it starts off with Pete, talking to Kevin, and he was like, you're not even happy for Jenny. He was like, I've never been to the Shiva Bowl ever.
And Pete's, I have.
I can't relate, Kevin.
Oh, that shit hurt my hernia when I laughed right there. Ooh, that was different. Oh, laughed so hard right there.
Yeah, and so it is. I don't know if you remember it, Nelson, but one thing that they do at the end of every season is they all make offerings to the Shiva trophy. In this case,
I know that.
This
the
case
trophy has to do with his high school sweetheart or
it was that girl,
or whatever.
It was the Indian girl, Shiva. Yeah, the
one
I remember her.
Yeah.
And but now it's the Shidre. So there was different things that they gave. They gave like a little hemorrhoid pillow. Ruxin gave him back his hat that he got gifted. And Andre's like, hey, I think that hat's pretty pimping. He wears all those goofy fedoras. And that's where it all starts. That's where the championship game all starts. They all say that they're going to get a new trophy. And Pete, of course, he has to like just steal some thunder. So he goes out and gets a new car. He gets a Crown Vic. Everyone thinks he's a policeman now, just with that car, because everyone associates cop cars with Crown Vics. And so now Pete can't even drive without everyone thinking that he's a cop and slowing down. And then he just started embracing it. He just started acting like he was a cop, ended up getting the girl's number out of it and stuff too. And they did a little shades of Teen Wolf in this one. Pretty much made a Shiva mobile where the trophy was right on top of the car. And Kevin, never mind. That was a different episode. I'm totally spacing on the episode super high right now. It was not that one. It was Jenny. Jenny goes to the trophy shop and she's looking at getting a whole new trophy built. And she catches Andre. It's the trophy shop where Andre created his trophy. And now we got another trophy built in the name. Like a fake trophy in the name of the league so you can have it forever. And Jenny realized at that moment that Andre gave her dreads. Done.
Andre gave her what?
Dreads.
What's that?
Andre AIDS.
Oh.
He doesn't really have AIDS. It's the curse of Andre. They call it the Drades.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I kind of heard that.
It was because he created a false idol, and he's been worshiping a false idol because their idol is the Shiva, but he changed it to the Dre, and so that's why they say that he is cursed, because he went from worst to first.
Yeah, I remember now.
All in one season. Now he's playing Taco for the Sacco Trophy, which is the trophy of the worst player in the league. And Taco he wants to win that trophy. He doesn't realize that if you win the game, you don't get the trophy. He just knows that he's going to beat Andre because he's not going to lose to Andre. The notorious tricycle is back.
Yeah, I had to go dig it out the thing.
So, what do you remember about that last episode? Do you remember where they were talking about Andre worshiping a false idol because he created the different trophy?
Yeah. So it's not the actual title or something, right?
The championship was always the Shiva, but he changed it to the Dre.
Oh yeah, that's whack. I don't like that.
Y'all said that he's been worshiping a false idol, and that's why he has Dre.
Because the Shiva is the fucking cat's pajamas when it comes to that league. It's like, it's, you know what it is too? Like we got a shitty belt that's been going around in that one league I was telling you about. It didn't matter how beat up that motherfucker is, bro. That's that one. You're gonna show up to the party with it. You know what I mean? You the reigning champ. That's why I added that league too. We don't even come around each other enough to stunt on each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's real ignorant come through wearing a belt.
I can't wait for you guys to get a couple I think we're 2 seasons ahead. I think we're talking season 4, but where Jenny is going after the Shiva. That's when she's pregnant and she has a little fantasy about the Shiva.
Oh, it's a little jungle fever.
It's hot and spicy.
Okay.
Shiva fever. That's a jungle fever. Shiva fever.
Shiva fever. Yeah. Everybody wants some of the Shiva.
She's hot.
And so it all boils down to Jenny and Ruxin, and then Taco and Andre for the Sacco. Jenny gets cursed by the Andrades, and Ruxin wins. And it's funny with Taco and Andre. So Andre beats Taco, meaning he doesn't win. Like whoever loses gets the Sacco trophy. He wins, but they bring up a very important, very fucked part of fantasy football, especially back then. Andre ends up losing a day later because of stat correction.
I like that they did that. I ain't gonna lie, because man, so many of us could relate. I've seen an entire championship get celebrated for 2 days and stat corrected come that Thursday.
Yeah.
4 days, however long it was from the Monday, whatever, the 2 days.
It's not fun.
I laughed. We actually got a dude who was dubbed Miss Columbia because that year he won the title and then his stat corrected his ass out of it because it was such a close matchup.
Yeah.
And that was the same year when Steve Harvey, he had announced the wrong bitch.
I remember that.
Female.
It's ridiculous.
Woman. Yeah.
Venezuela, you won, but you didn't
win. It was, yes, Miss Columbia. Forever we called him Miss Columbia because he got announced. He is the same thing. He got announced as a champion, and it got took away from the stat correction out.
Yeah, Derek said it. Stat corrections be the worst sometimes. Yeah, and at least they explained it, like why, because this does come up. And he said, yeah, do you remember that touchdown that Joe Flacco threw to so-and-so? He was like, they actually reviewed it, and he threw it behind him, so that means it is technically a rushing touchdown, not a passing touchdown.
That's good. That's good right there. Because I was about to say, it's really got to be something behind the line of scrimmage or whatever, where it makes it's
a rush, not a pass.
Wow.
So they explained it, and that is like,
because the tap passes are right above the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and we love those.
Love them. It's like a cheat code.
Mahomes is the GOAT for getting those tap passes.
Yeah, and they were called the shovel pass too. That's another one. The shovel pass where they just
Hell yeah, to Kelsey.
And he get left-handed too. He get left hand shovel. He's fucking tight. Pause. That sounded wrong.
Yeah, it did. All the positions of football: tight end, safety. What else?
Wide receiver.
Oh, yeah,
the wide receiver. Oh yeah, you're wide receiving it, aren't you? Pause.
Derek said pause.
It's funny too because I've been on the pause forever, and I get it from my Harlem homies back in the days, about 15 or 13 years ago. And I ain't gonna lie, because when you go into the next, like where we are now, you know what I'm saying, with Cam and Mace, it's just funny.
So let's jump into ratings. And so the way we like to rate these, you buy it, that means you loved it. 5-day rental, that means you really liked it. 2-day rental, it's all right. Same day rental means big ol' thumbs down. And this one, I'm just going to say it's going to be bait. For me, I love this, but this was a season, if you take away, is literally just the first and the last 2 episodes. There was so much
going 2 days.
Yeah, that's for me too. It's almost a thumbs down, but it's a 2-day for me as well.
I'm not giving it a thumbs down. There's too many good moments.
Yeah. Nelson, what about you? Where'd this rank for you on the scale?
You said the top is what?
Top is buy, and then 5-day rental, 2-day rental, same day rental.
I would easily do it like you said. Top is buy, 5-day rental, 2-day rental.
Yeah,
I do 5-day rental, man.
Okay.
There you go.
No, this stuff is better than most of the films that we've reviewed. I think I really love this whole series.
You know, it's funny too.
Even the one you didn't like the episode, but I like the anniversary episode where we're revealing. Everyone got embarrassed of what Taka was showing.
Yeah,
I got a kick out of that episode. I was laughing hard on that one. I'm enjoying this series, although I can't remember every episode like now when we're doing it. But when I'm watching it, I love it. To be honest with you, they're funny.
I ain't gonna lie. I will say I'm held captive. I'm gonna keep returning back as long as we keep reviewing it. It gives me a reason to watch it, and I'm actually looking forward to it because so many people tried to suck me into the madness, and I'm not easily swayed by anything this past especially since 2020, because I felt while everyone thought, okay, we're in quarantine and we have more time on our hands, I started figuring out like how much time I waste on things I don't enjoy. You know what I mean? So it's a hard sell for me on everything. I'd rather have someone just spoil it. Is it that good? Tell me about it. Okay, I watched it. You know what I mean? But this one, I gotta see it. I gotta see it through.
And see, and I would even say, Bogey, just go watch the first episode and the last episode of each season.
I mean, it's like Cliff Notes, right?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I even rated it what I did, because not like I don't like the episodes. I feel like from season 1 to season 2, like fantasy was almost like a byproduct. Like it was almost like it was the main storyline, but they veered off that storyline like so much. It was like we didn't even know who they really had like on their team. Like in season 1,
after 2 seasons, I don't even know half the other league. Like there's still 3 individuals. I feel like it's other motherfuckers, the ghost managers or something.
Well, now you know
we're gonna meet them.
Now you know 6 out of 8 because Jenny.
Oh yeah, because they introduced the other dude. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because she made 8 when they needed one. Do they ever reference that other guy that left initially again?
Yeah, see, I'm even trying to think. I don't. So the Adam Brody is who ends up being one of the guys, and he's like a real successful like guy out in LA. But the 8th person, I don't think they ever say who that person is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, this show is awesome.
Let's go ahead and wrap this up here. And make sure if you are not following the Silver Screen Breakdowns podcast, go do that. Apple, Spotify, leave us a 5-star review. We appreciate it. Help us grow. And go to the ssbcrew.com, ssbcrew.com. Go get signed up so you can start voting on some of these movies that we're doing. Jump on the tier with Bogey Music so you get access to all kinds of Bogard Scott-free tracks that you can find nowhere other than there.
102 subs.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah. Nelson, remind them where to follow you at.
You can follow me at Nelson Tynes on YouTube channel there, and Instagram, Nelson Tynes _ You can follow me there. I'll follow you back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bogey.
Everybody have a good night or a good weekend anyway.
Any parting
Yeah.
words?
Bogey?
Man, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just have a great weekend. You know, and be safe. Don't drink and drive.
I'll see you tomorrow for these drafts. Peace out.
Good night.
Still the scream, ugly picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really lit this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.